Welcome to My Long Island TV. From Manhasset to Montauk, we have traveled our communities to bring you the following events. I'm your host, Waldo Cabrera. My Long Island TV starts now.
Well, I studied industrial design, and then after I got into having 5 children, I found out you couldn't live off being an artist. This was put in to keep the squirrels, rodents, and everything out of the vegetable garden eating the corn. This goes around, gun goes up and down, they go in the breeze. This is a drill bit. This is a bicycle seat for a kid. This was a pole thing which they had spigots that came out and you dried your clothes on. These are hacksaw blades. And this was just what was lying on the floor. I came home one night, there he was, and he had a little ribbon on him, a red ribbon. My wife had entered him in a contest, and she said, "You should be an artist." I don't just find pieces and say, I can put that together, look, it looks like a horse in the field, isn't that it? No, I was trying to do a big firefly, and I didn't even look up what a firefly looked like, you know, I was making them up. This is a fire extinguisher, and that started my clicking. That would be the body. This is bicycle seat. This is part of the bicycle. These are rake. These are tea canisters, and you find things that had the right color and everything. I woke up one morning and there was this great web outside glistening from the night before, and there was a huge spider on it. And I ran and got my camera, and I sat there and I got all ready to shoot it. I looked at the back porch and there was this umbrella leaning against it. And I kept looking at the umbrella and it had a rip in it. And I went over and got it. I tore the cover off completely, and I realized that that's exactly the frame of a spider. So that ball on the top is a tin can ball I had. His head is made to float in the toilet. Once I know what I want to do and how he should look, with the legs lumbering around, then I have to find the parts that will do that. And sometimes it doesn't work. Or the worst thing is you get carried away with what you find. In Westbury on Thursday, they put all the hard garbage out. My wife used to, I'd give her the job of going out and looking to tell me there's something good, and then she got the, "Hey lady, there's no wine left in those bottles, what do you want?" So she never came along again, but that's where you would find things. When I continued on in carving, I was just starting. I had never done anything at all. So this was going to look like a watermelon, this was a banana, this was that. And it became the centerpiece on our table for years. And those zinnias, they're different parts of tools and things like that, but again, it was not having to water them or worry about bugs or anything like that. I wasn't trying to copy perfect, and the better you get to look like something, the better you are as an artist. I wasn't doing that. I wanted to express something that I felt about a situation where either that became the symbol or it was a symbol in itself. And when you get into those there or you watch them, he's not being capitalistic holding the whole world, but he has the dove of peace as Noah sent him out, and he expects that they're going to send him out up to the moon and we'll have peace there at last. Over there, when you get into, you start turning the handle, you can make them go a mile a minute, work them as fast as you want, but if one stops, they all stop, so it's very much like life. I wish I could turn it for you, but they go crazy. And my wife pointed out that the squirrel in there, which is in the runaround cage, which fuels the whole thing in real life, and supposedly, you know, does not eat meat. So I painted him to look like a tiger. This is more of a abstraction in a way with a message. Took all the good bravery, honor, you know, all the good commences. And it started out as a bird feeder for up above, the birds get in, and down below is for squirrels. And as the water came very slowly, if it rained, the cans would fill up. It's on a very loose pivot, and it pivots around like that. I did not study machine, even when I wanted to do industrial design, it was more in graphics. It was all learned on making the particular piece. I'm still working. I've set back a year, but I'm working at it. I had a saying when I started, make do with what you have and have fun doing it.